Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be checking out this large folding EDC knife from Valhalla Knives. This is the Pastor 2. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this absolutely unique looking knife from Valhalla and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Valhalla for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Let's begin with a quick size reference just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife. Here it is next to a large permanent marker. Here's a vertical look at it so you can compare the thickness of the grip next to the permanent marker. Blade fully open now. And back to vertical with the blade open. Let's get a rough measurement for the overall length with the blade closed. Looks like we're sitting at just about 5 inches. And now let's have a quick look with the blade open. Overall length looks like it's just about 9 inches long. Let's run a ruler across it here, and we got definitely half an inch, maybe a little bit past half an inch, more like 9/16. It's pretty thick. Let's get this knife on the scale so you know how much weight you're going to be putting in your pocket. Coming in at right around 5.9 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 5.9 ounces feels like, well, if you got a couple of AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 7 of those. Before having a closer look at the Pastor 2, I just want to say that I realize that this is not your ordinary conventional folding EDC tactical knife. It's not supposed to be, but if you do want something that fits that description from Valhalla, they have the Pterosaur, which is exactly that. Flipper lever opener, pivoting on stainless steel bearings, clip point blade, D2 steel. If you want something conventional, this is it. But that's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be unique and outrageous, something that you can have fun showing your friends. And I will guarantee you something. Let's say, for example, whenever the new Blade movie comes out, if this gets some screen time, everybody's going to be looking for something like this. So really, it's just a matter of perception. Let's have a look at your opening mechanism, which is a one-directional flipper lever, which is what this fin is for right here. Now, there's no markings on here that will tell you what direction it's going to flip open in, but if you just feel for the liner lock, which is right here, right? The other side is just liner, but the liner lock is here. You can tell which way it's going to open. All right, we're going to pull back on this fin and watch how fast and crisp this opening is. Absolutely amazing. The detent holds onto the blade just long enough so that it just absolutely launches out of the handle. Pivot is gliding on a stainless steel ball bearing system, which you normally find on more expensive knives. Normally, like these, will have just a couple of brass washers. Here's your liner lock here. You can see the liner slides over underneath the base of the blade to lock it in place. Absolutely no wiggle. To close the blade, you just push the liner lock to the side, close it with one hand. Let's have a closer look at this absolutely gorgeous example of a spear point blade shape. Now, they've only sharpened one edge, which is a good thing, right here. And if you would like to, you can DIY sharpen the other side, but I would advise against that just because anytime you see a blade with two edges, it normally has some kind of opening and closing mechanism to get the blade in and out of the handle, like an OTF out of the frame, OTH out of the handle. Here, because this is a liner lock, you manually have to bump this side, so I would leave it unsharpened. Steel type being used on this spear point is D2. Now, a true budget knife would try to stick you with a low-end steel, but back in the day, D2 was a super steel. It's got 12% chromium. It's going to give you really decent corrosion resistance. It's known for its hardness and its incredibly high level of wear resistance. So not only is your edge going to be sharp, it's going to last a really long time. This blade also has fullers grounded into both sides of it right down the middle. And that's a feature you don't find in true budget knives. And I also like the design choice to drill the holes from bigger to smaller following the taper of the fuller. Another really great design feature of this blade is the fact that they have put a sharpening choil right here. It basically pulls the edge up so you have an easier time sharpening the entire edge from the point tip here all the way to the bottom. I also love the color contrast between this black paint and this gorgeous satin finish. And if you're wondering about the blade grind on here, it's pretty much flat when you look at it, right? Pretty much flat. Gonna be very easy to sharpen and maintain. Let's have a closer look at these handles. Very simple in design. You have a few grooves cut up here for your thumb and your pointer finger. Very easy to get all of your fingers on here. Just a very subtle curvature back here, even on both sides, over to this diamond pommel area. And look at the grain on this wood. Don't know what type of wood it is, but it is more red in color. Beautiful green. Then of course up front here, the thing that really is the attention getter is this 3D logo. Kind of a Christian cross with Celtic Viking design. And what I dig about this is it actually mirrors the pocket clip. Let's roll this knife over and have a look at the inside of this knife here. And as you can see, both of the liners have been skeletonized. And that is a premium feature. You don't normally find on budget knives. They don't want to go through the trouble of milling out the liners to save on weight. But there it is. Also love the fact that they went with standoffs and not backspacers. That saves on weight and to me gives the knife a more modern feel. Let's give you guys a closer look of this pocket clip. Again, skeletonized to save on weight. Love that. And again, I love the way that these two meet. Practically the same shape. Mirrors almost perfectly. There's the profile. Right, this is swappable to the other side. But this is tip-up carry only. Here is a quick look at what this knife is going to look like when you shove it down in your pocket. Right, sticks up a little bit on the top there, but I kind of like that. It makes it easier to grab it from the top and pull it versus being it all the way down. So that's what that looks like. Right, get a profile view. Over to the front. Let's see how sharp this factory edge is. So smooth, guys. No toothiness. Absolutely fantastic. Hui. What about some paracord? Easy. Let's try some cardboard. Easy job. Once again, guys, this has been the Pastor 2 from Valhalla Knives. This knife has so many premium features in it for such a great price. Skeletonized liners, check out the action of that. Just flies open, incredibly sharp blade, D2 steel, and just look at that spear point blade design. If you're looking for a new, unique EDC blade, this might be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this knife from Valhalla, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.